Will Jaxson Dart's photo op with President Trump be the catalyst to tearing apart the New York Giants locker room after being called out by fellow first-round draft pick Abdul Carter? It's the WhittedWire. Why wouldn't you subscribe? Let's talk about it. There is an argument that could be made that the New York Football Giants had the best offseason of any NFL franchise. From the hiring of John Harbaugh to free agent signings, most of them being former Baltimore Ravens, to what they've done in the draft, the New York Giants had not missed up until this point. Then a couple of days ago, you get conflicting reports from the organization and Malik Neighbors about what his expected timeline is when he'll be back with the team, back on the football field. Now you get this news of Jaxson Dart and Abdul Carter being at odds because Abdul Carter publicly calls Jaxson Dart out for a photo op that he takes with Donald Trump. Abdul Carter, seemingly shocked and maybe even a little bit appalled at the picture, says in a response of the picture that he actually thought that this was AI and asked Jaxson Dart, what are we doing here? Now, I'm not here to discourage anyone's political views or stances, but I can tell you as a minority, when I see the executive orders that have been rolled out, when I hear the language that is displayed when talking about minorities, and it is frustrating to hear and frustrating to see on a consistent basis. So the conversation that is swirling around the internet right now is, was Abdul Carter wrong for calling out Jaxson Dart publicly for his photo op with President Trump? Now, how I personally feel about it is this. I always like to meet people where they at. So if the disrespect was had publicly, that's where the rebuttal is going to be had too. I think this is a valuable lesson for Jaxson Dart in the sense of, regardless of your political ties and views, you have to understand, as the quarterback of the New York Football Giants, you represent everyone on that 53-man roster. You represent every practice player, every coach. You represent the front office, the GM, and the owner. You also need an educated sense of awareness, because when you are in a league that is predominantly minority, doing something like this not only puts a target on your back in the locker room, it also puts a target on your back even more so on the football field when you play other teams in the regular season. Although I am a person who loves to meet people where they're at, I also have the ability to allow grace and give opportunity for productive conversation. We don't got to see eye to eye, especially when it comes to politics. So where I believe Abdul Carter went wrong was, before you send that tweet out publicly, you have a conversation with that man and you let him know, hey, a public response is going to be had, but we're going to have a private conversation, because in order for us to continue to involve this relationship both personally and professionally, we have to have some type of understanding. Y'all got to let me know y'all opinion on this, because again, I know y'all don't want to talk sports and politics, but in 2026, they go hand in hand. It's the WhittedWire. Why wouldn't you subscribe?